We're on day 10. We've just left Roipitz. We're on our way to Mata, but we're driving down towards Tweerafree, and we're going to take that road, not the crossroad. The crossroad was a bit corrugated, so we decided to do it the other way around.
The sunrise is beautiful again this morning. The cloud formations that we've had this time have been phenomenal. Really, really spectacular.
We've just arrived at Mata camps. We left 7 o'clock this morning. It's now 11:52. The road wasn't too bad.
Hi everybody, this is how to make sourdough bread while camping. I've travelled with my starter, my sourdough starter, and it has been in my fridge for 3 weeks now. So I took it out about 2 hours ago when we arrived at Mata, just to get it to room temperature, and now I'm going to weigh it. You must always weigh it, remember. And the recipe that I'm going to use today, because I'm making I'm going to make 2 loaves, white soft loaves. They're not the crispy ones that only last for a day. These I can freeze. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed my starter to this afternoon. It's 4 o'clock now, and I'm going to leave it overnight to grow. But I must just make sure that I'm going to have enough starter. So here I have 99 grams, 100 grams, take away that block, and I need 200 for my recipe. So I'm going to put in about 70 grams of flour, and it's organic stone ground bread flour that I use. I'm going to put 70 grams of that in just to feed it. That's him. And then I'm going to zero this again, and I'm going to put in 70 grams of lukewarm water. Okay, so it's on 0, and I'm going to put in 70 grams of lukewarm water. Okay, then I'm going to stir it all up, and that should give me my 200 grams of starter, plus enough that I can put back in the fridge in case I want to make more for when I next want to make sourdough bread. Okay, the bread that I make is a soft, and the crust is soft, and the bread is super delicious, and it freezes well. And the reason it is because I add a tiny bit of honey and a tiny bit of oil, and that's what makes your crust soft. So now I'm going to put this into a tall enough jar and leave it overnight, and it should grow. If I haven't killed my sourdough along the way. Hopefully I haven't. So you mix it all up, and then I'm going to put it in here. And then I'm going to mark, where's my rubber band? I'm going to mark it so that I can monitor that it has grown overnight. It should grow within about 6 to 8 hours if it's a healthy starter. Cover it with something. I'll use a bowl. I'll just cover it with that bowl, and then I'm going to put it inside on the table, and I'll report back. Okay, this is my starter after about 4 hours. See, it's grown in size, so it's perfect.
Doubled in size.
Yeah, it's going to fall flat again by tomorrow morning, but I'm still going to use it. It's fine. I can bake with it. So here's to a healthy starter. Good morning, everybody. So if you see, I have my starter and she has shrunk again, which is fine. She'll grow again as soon as she gets flour. So my recipe that I'm using, and I'll put the whole recipe in the description below. My recipe that I'm using calls for 200 grams or 190 grams of starter. Okay, I'll leave these scrapings in the bowl and then I'll transfer them back into the fridge and I'll keep them, and next time I want to use them, I will grow them. Then together with that, I'm going to mix 375 grams of warm water. So you first zero it, add 375 grams. Then I'm going to add 31 grams of oil. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever oil you have on hand. Unfortunately, I've run out of olive oil, so I've only got vegetable oil, sunflower oil. So I'm going to use that. Always remember to zero your scale. 32 grams of oil, honey, and I've only got syrup, so I'm going to use that. 25 grams. Zero your scale. 25 grams. I'm going to add 12.5 grams salt. And 625 grams of stone ground bread flour. It's just enough left for what I needed. Then you've got to mix this all to a shaggy dough. And by shaggy dough, I mean a rough dough. All you're doing is making sure that you mix all your flour together with your water. I'm going to bake these just a normal loaf tins because it's more of a sandwich loaf. It's a sourdough sandwich loaf. But if you want to make a genuine crispy sourdough, you'll need a Bannerton basket, and you leave it in the Bannerton basket overnight in the fridge to ferment once you've done all your stretch and folds, and then it comes out crispy like that. Okay, so that's now a shaggy dough. I'm going to cover it with a damp cloth and leave it for, you can leave it for an hour, half an hour, 2 hours if you have to do something. I'll leave this for half an hour because it's quite a warm day today, and I'll cover it with a dish towel. You can cover it with a damp cloth. I'll just use a dish towel for now. Take all your scrapings from Eve that are left here, your starter, and I'm going to put it back inside the fridge, and next time I want to make bread, it'll be ready to go. I'll just feed it the night before and it'll be ready to go into the fridge. We're going to go in. It's been resting now for almost an hour, so it still looks a bit shaggy, as you can see. Now what's important, wet your hands, cold water. Okay, and then you're going to gently lift it up, fold it over, lift it up, fold it over, up and over, up and over. And you do that a few times. And what this does is it actually stretches the gluten, makes it stronger. So you lift it up into the middle, over, up, into the middle, and over. We do that about 12 times or so. Then we're going to cover it again. And leave it for another half an hour. Right, we're going for stretch and fold number 2, wet hand. And here we go again. Stretch and fold. Stretch and fold. Stretch. You can see how it's starting to stretch more now. See the gluten stretching. So stretch and fold. Stretch and fold. I think we'll do it once more. You can normally feel when it's starting to stretch nicely. So I think 3 times should be enough. And then we leave it to rest for the final, which has to be at least an hour. And I sometimes leave it for 2 hours. But this is looking lovely. Okay, cover and leave. Stretch and fold number 3. So now this is the last time, but instead of using water this time, we're going to use flour. Just going to sprinkle a bit across the top here. And you see how nicely it's risen. Straight onto a heavily floured board or surface. Okay, I'm going to divide it into 2 equal parts. Got my 2 loaves here, and I hope they're pretty equal parts. And then I'm going to leave it for about 2.5 hours before I bake it. Don't forget to cover the tins and leave them in a warm place. 2.5 hours.
A nice Marshall eagle, a really big boy.
Okay, the bread has been resting now for 2.5 hours, and I'm going to bake it at 200 degrees for half an hour. If it was sourdough bread, true sourdough bread, you would score it. I'm not going to score it because, like I've said to you before, we like a soft crust and a decent bread to eat. They're all decent, but this is a softer bread. So here I go. Never done it in the Weber before, so let's hope it's okay in the Weber. Okay, so there are the 2 loaves made in the Weber. The tops are not as brown as I would like them. They feel very nice and they definitely cooked.
First time that you've done them in the
So it's
Weber.
the first time I've made them in the Weber. I'll let them cool down now. Arthur's going to cut the first slice. Hopefully it tastes alright. I know what I did wrong. I did, oh, it looks good. I did 2 loaves at once, and I think all the heat stayed in the bottom. Next time I'll cut another slice. Next time I'll do 1 loaf at a time. There are Arthur Douglas, strawberry jam and butter while camping.
Oh,
Do a taste test.
Taste test.
And your verdict. Fresh bread while camping.
Fresh. Lovely, right?
Yeah. Something that... Oh, yum.
Yum. two baby mongoose, one in this hole and one at the back. Actually never seen such small ones before. Do you like the taste of that log bud? There are 2 spotted eagle owls sitting in the tree here, but the other one has got so many branches and sticks in front of it. Even this one. Not easy to get a clear vision. Just move position slightly and maybe not so many sticks in the road. You're winking at me, bud. We're on our way back to Mata Mata. It's our last night tonight and we leave tomorrow for Nosip. We're going to see if we can see the male lion.
It made a hell of a noise.
Last night at 12 o'clock at camp, but we've seen it today asleep under a bush. So we're just going to have a go and see whether he maybe by the time we get there he's decided to wake up. I doubt it, but we'll try.
Sure, the sky looks very ominous.
It does if you look at that
yeah.
black part of it, eh?
I'm wondering if we're going to have another storm tonight.
I don't mind the rain to dampen the dust.
Yeah.
It's great when you don't have dust in the morning, especially when everybody's trying to go out.
That was a bit exciting. As we came up to the line, we saw he had moved away from where he had been sleeping, and he was either grooming himself or eating something. He had his back to us.
Couldn't actually see it. Eh?
We couldn't see. And then of course there was a horde of cars there, and it's a narrow road. And then he got up and walked, and lucky for us, he actually crossed the road right in front of our car.
Yeah, we were lucky we were able to just keep the position that we had, and just a guy was reversing on my side, which was great. So yeah.
So
let's hope we have
enjoy the little bit of footage.
the little bit that we got. We battled to get it.
Very little bit.
Yeah.
But it's there. That was a nice ending to Mata Mata.
It was, eh?
Oh, you're too late, mate. He's weg.
Yeah. Local guys, eh?
He's actually going out quite late.
Locals there.
Oh, where they live.
Staff, eh?
They're going to see it.
Mm.